we go. Okay, so Orin gonna be taken off the board on I don't know. So once again, the same three bans as last time. For the blue side, they're or for the same against red, taking away the Shen, the Nautilus, and the Orn, and Set being first picked by I don't know.
Yeah, so red team being Nunu, obviously leaving set open, gonna lock in Kane first pick. So comfort pick for obviously Dark and Jungle. I think they kind of dared him to pick it
Yeah,
this game by again leaving it open.
but this is the champion I know that he is known for. This is how he gets to still have his playmaking done. And a Maokai coming in. So here's the thing: everyone is gonna look at that Maokai and say, "Oh, that's going on. That's gonna go on Nunu Child up top." I would not be surprised if MoFish is gonna play that support. It just wouldn't surprise.
So I don't think I've ever seen Mofish play a champion that doesn't have a hook. I'm serious. He's always played Pike, Nihilus, or Thresh in all the games I've seen. I think maybe even like Blitzcrank. So I've never seen him on a I can't say Maokai is not an aggressive jungler, but a more support, but more of a passive support.
Right.
Maokai obviously can be very reactive, but also heavy on the engage emphasis. So, IDK, that's not a Jinx pick. It's actually a Thresh pick.
Yeah.
So
So
in the chat that it was a. I don't know why they rushed the pick to make it a Thresh.
so once again they're taking Thresh off the board. So Nautilus and Thresh are off the board for MoFish. Does he go back to that Pike, or is this actually a Nautilus support? As Olaf is going to
It's
come in.
Olaf. Olaf.
So basically, that Olaf pick just made Maokai completely useless. Um, I'm
Well, it also reveals a little bit more. It also reveals that we know it's not a set support, and we know it's not a set jungle. So it's a guaranteed set in the top lane.
mhm.
It's a guaranteed Thresh support, and it's a guaranteed all-out jungle. So the way that Nunu Darkin can actually neuter their composition, it's actually really simple. Just don't build a lot of champions, or don't continue to build or lock in champions that stack HP. And Set's actually going to be a bit neutered, and then take champions that can deal with the Olaf effectively. And there's a couple champions that can do it. There's champions like Trundle that can go really well into the jungle. Again, they already took Kane, so it's a little bit of a bummer. But they grabbed Kai'Sa.
Yeah, they're putting a lot of power here on Diversity's shoulders, hoping that that late game champion will be able to get him through all this.
Yeah, what makes Kai'Sa really nice is she has a couple of things in her kit. She gets stronger as the game goes on. She has excellent repositioning skills, and she has good sustain. And she's known for being able to disrupt frontline carries, which is a bit interesting because not many AD carries can do that. There's obviously Vayne, Kalista's sort of able to do it, but Kai'Sa's really good at repositioning, dealing with frontline, but also sneaking into the backline using her ultimate
Mm-hmm.
and locking down certain champions.
So they're taking away. So they don't think that Maokai
Yeah,
is going top. They're still taking away the Darius.
they completely messed up their band. So I guess the Leona is supposed to be Diana, and then the Alistair is the Oriana, and then I think Nunu had a stroke mid pick ban. I don't know.
Not really sure what's going on.
That's okay. So I don't know what the Darius ban is supposed to
They're,
be
they're,
either.
the Darius I think is actually legit. They're taking that away from Nunu Child. That three of those bans are targeted at him, as Kog'Maw comes in for Nunu Darkin.
So that's Kog'Maw mid.
I would assume
No,
no.
it's Leona. It's Leona. Okay. So
What?
that's Maokai top. Leona, unless it's Maokai. No, it's Maokai
No,
top.
Maokai top, Leona. What is go? Oh my goodness! Why do we even have this pro draft? They're gonna mess. They're gonna mess it up.
They obviously they couldn't pick Leona because Leona's banned. That will be though for sure. A Cassio mid, so we will have the snake in the mid lane.
Yeah, and
And then they have their final pick here.
this should be
80K, right?
yeah, should be 80 carry because that Jinx is technically Thresh, and then we're still waiting on a mid laner for Nunu Darkin, unless that is actually a Kog'Maw mid,
Nah.
but who knows?
Hold on. It's a Leona. It's a Leona. And then
The
that's a Galio in the mid.
you know what? Okay, hold on. So I'm gonna go ahead and exit the pro draft before I have a stroke, and get the game itself pulled up. But
Yeah, I'll swap it over here. So I have both drafts still open. I'll wait
yeah.
for the actual lobby to start, and I'll swap the thing over, and then we can talk through once the. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at opportunity. Why is my something is like covering my? Oh, that's the window picture. All right, there we go. It's difficult days, man, being me.
So man, I'll be curious to see that empty band that we didn't see for I don't know. Do you know what that one was? Well, I don't even know what they took away. But
No
but
idea.
but they are really attacking Nunu Child's champion pool here. I've heard from several teams that that's kind of the route they want to go is attack his pool, that just leaves so many things open for the rest of the team. I'm surprised they went there. And BKP, great performance on the Vygar. They don't want him to have Syndra or Vygar really attacking Harp and BKP in this draft.
Yeah, once the draft is kind of done, and we have the 3 minutes to talk. I think I can give a decent prediction here. Not totally sure.
Yeah, I definitely want to touch on this Galio pickup for no honor. If it actually was indeed a Galio, or if they were smurfing me. Nope, it is a Galio. So I'll wait till we get in the 3 minutes that for the spectate. But I like Team Red's comp in this one because there's multiple ways for the Galio to get in there, and with the new Galio buffs, like I said, I actually like it. I like what they're doing. I like what they've come up with here, but it's very conditional. They have a win condition that is very marginal, so they're gonna have to. Did they really ban Teemo for some reason on blue side?
Well, they had a blank ban, so I think that's why they were just filling in with something.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking at 4 bans targeted BKP this game. So they put him on the Cassiopeia. They really must not want that man to get going.
So I'm looking. So here's my issue with Red.
Mm-hmm.
So their damage sources primarily will be from Kayn and Kai'Sa. Primarily.
Right.
If that's Red Kayn though, there's not as much damage coming out because he'll be 10. So we should be seeing him going Assassin Kayn most likely.
In theory, yes.
But then Kai'Sa won't come online, I would say, until about level 11. When she gets her items, her abilities evolve, and then she's able to do more, right? Do more. But then there comes the side of BKP, or of Blue, where they have BKP on Cassio, who will hyper scale into the game very easily. So I don't know if Red Side has the damage to actually kill, basically to lock down the Caster or the Ashe before they do, right? It's a little weird. I'm glad that Nunu though is on, I think, Maokai this game versus being on the Kennen. He does well in those kind of tanky bruiser like top laners. Kennen to me doesn't fit his playstyle. I've never seen him play Kennen. I haven't seen him play Maokai, but I'm excited. I don't like though the set Maokai matchup. It's gonna be a little rough for Nunu Chal at the beginning. He'll do better later, but towards the end game, set will just one punch Maokai. There's nothing really stopping set. I think I would have liked to see actually Callista here on the side of Red versus Kai'Sa.
Yeah, you're not the only one in that situation. Here's my big problem, I guess, is you have a wall of champions you have to get through because Kane's gonna go diving in there. Maokai, Galio, Leona, they're all wanting to go for. They're gonna have Kaisen in the back line. The only problem I have is Levi, if he's smart, is gonna pop that R and run through every single ultimate, every single form of CC that red side has here, and Kaisa's gonna have to just deal with him. Now, if he goes damage to killer, she can do it because she can play from so far back and teleport around. But I would have also liked to have seen Kalista. It's easier to kite with, but you're giving diversity more power and giving him a chance to ramp up early. I like the Galio pickup because Leona's going to go diving in, Kane's going to go diving in, Maokai's going to go diving in. There are 3 ways for that Galio to get in that team fight, and I mean, and mind you, if all 3 of them are in there and he decides to ult in with that shield of his, it's a good wombo combo. But when it comes to the extended fights, blue side is going to win. The sustain on Set and Cassiopeia and the protection they can give Ashe is going to be vital. But that's their win condition. The long fights, blue side wins. The short, quick burst fights I'm going to have to give to Nunu Child's team.
Yeah, and so the Galleon buffs that you were talking about before, his ultimate basically, when you use it, and anyone within that circle that he crashes into gets a magic shield buff. That magic shield's only going to really help against BKP. It's not going to stop the Ashe from shredding you down, the Olaf or the Set. Set's true damage source being true damage. So, kind of weird for that to be their, I don't know, I guess their final pick. I just think it's bad. I think it's bad, actually. I don't think it's good. And I don't see how the Kane fits into the comp. It's got to be Blue Kane. If it's going to be a Kane, it's got to be Blue Kane. And the Blue Kane has to be going on the Ashe. Ashe can't get away from Blue Kane because she cannot stun him if he is able to flank correctly, land the Umbral Blade, and then get the ultimate. Because once the ultimate goes off, there's nothing stopping him from one-shotting the Ashe. She just won't have it unless she goes GA very early. So Harp's in a bit of an issue, but I don't like the Galio. I'm going to give draft to Blue side. I think Blue's got the better team, and I'm going to stick with my gut. I called on the side of Blue, or I guess it would have been red last game, and I'm going to call it the same for the team. Yeah, I think they're going to win. I think Blue has, I think Blue has the better.
So I'm not going to disagree that they probably won the draft. However, my gut is telling me different. I'm gonna give the draft was won by Blue side, hands down. I completely agree with you, but I'm gonna give this one to the red side. I just like that they have a good combination of engage and hard CC. It just sucks that Olaf's gonna run through all of it. So I mean, Levi is the X factor for me. If he gets back there on diversity, it's over. It's GG. I don't think that they have a way to stop that. But if he can't get back there, or if he's too far away, or if he's out of position, I really think there's enough beef in front of diversity. He'll be able to melt some people down. And speaking of which, he just got caught out. Oh, and he's smart, doesn't burn any summoners. A good death sentence here by Clays. And Olaf with first blood.
Sorry, I had to refix the little logo there. Oops. And listen.
Time controls.
Scrim, XD. Still a caster, we're the second mana. I'm still here. I'm not muted, am I?
I don't think so. I hear you perfectly fine.
I'm good. Probably because I had to fix the thing. Ooh, Vices has to flash.
Yeah.
Over there.
So, Darkin gonna go ahead and take damage no hits, taking the blue buff from Levi. However, obviously Vices sees it, so it's not gonna be as big of a win. At that point, once Vices sees, although he's going up top, Maokai, I believe, started W, So if they're able to lock this set down, oh no, we started Q. Never mind, I lied. But
Honor just spamming the dance in the lane. A little disrespect there.
well, I mean, Galio. Let's be honest. Galio is the same. No matter what matchup he's in, he's gonna get bullied for the first 5-6 levels. He needs at least 7 levels on him. That way he's close to a Q max, or he can beef up that, or he can get some points in that dash and have some escape. He's going to get bullied. He's going to be down CS, especially to Cassiopeia. He's all about just surviving and sustaining through that lane and for team fighting later on. But BKP should have an absolute heyday against him. The good news is with the Galio, unless you poke him down heavily, you cannot roam as the mid laner. So BKP's roaming potential could be diminished here if played properly by No Honor.
Here comes Glacier, though, is going to allow the Death Sentence on the Mopish, but the arrows from Harp gonna miss. So he's going to be able to gather just a little bit of damage taken. And Darkin actually finishing up this full clear on the top side of the jungle. And Olaf going to go back and actually clear out his bottom side. So, kind of some weird jungle starts for both sides. I'm not really sure what kind of starts these are. It's actually pretty garbage starts. I'm just gonna say it like it is, because it is. And here comes the new child here. It's gonna twist advance on devices, but he's got no mana. Here comes Darkin, that's gonna miss. What I think is called the Emerald Blade. And Vices just go walk out of there. A-okay, not a problem. Oh, you guys can see my cursor. That's really weird. I just realized that. Let me, see if I can hide it there. There we go. Dustin's gonna sell a Mopish. Mopish now going in with the Zenith Blade's gonna lock down Harp. And
Yeah, they're going after Harp though. Diversity will get the kill there. Now Thresh is gonna be under fire. Flays him back. They're in the minion wave. I would probably let this one go. Leona still going in. Can Diversity get the killing blow? Double kill for Diversity. It's a good start for the Kaisa.
Yeah, that's actually really bad. Double kill for Kaisa is super good. That's kind of one of the biggest win conditions. And for them to do that without Darkin's presence, so they can shove here. They need to shove this next wave. They need to not back. They need to actually shove this next wave. They need to shove this wave. They need to shove this wave. They're not going to shove the wave. So now Harp can just freeze the wave here if he's smart. And Red can actually never see us again for the next like, 2 minutes. Don't know if he's going to do it, but that's the move. But now, because they're able to get those kills and still get most of the summoners out, Darkin can actually rotate bot and fight and help support any fight that Blue try to kind of wants to force to see if they can go even in the lane. So Darkin can actually sit and float around bot lane for a little bit with Dragon coming up and make sure that Levi doesn't try to make a sneaky play. So, do they freeze? I don't know if they know what they're doing. That's okay though.
I'm not sure. A freeze definitely would have been better in that situation. The fact that they push it back to Diversity, if lane's going to reset, they get a hook onto Leona. Levi's right there. That is the final summoner in bot lane. That is or I should say for the red side. Thresh still has his flash.
Mopish,
Yeah. So no summoners in the bot side right now for Team Nunu Child. Olaf not going to go for that early dragon. Not with the Scuttle Crab right there. And Nunu Child going to go in, have some beef here with Vices. Vices still has the W. Barely nicks him.
Yeah, a lot of Trinity is coming out from set now. If you can get that Trinity Force done probably first item, or actually even Death's Dance, he's going to be really hard to kill.
Not
Ever, really.
Now, not to mention, so his flash is coming back up. He has level 6, and Nunu Child does not. In fact, Nunu Child down a good 13 CS right now. Be interested to see Galio gonna go ahead and escape that. He's surviving that laning phase well. He just has yet to back. Still has the TP, and now has ultimate as well. So he's. I'll give credit to No Wander. He's playing the lane well, but now he needs to make sure that transitions into team fights as Levi continues to clear out wards on this dragon. Not making a move on it just yet.
Oh, he's gonna catch out Darkin. Darkin can't actually.
Oh, you go ahead. We got a fight in the bot lane brewing here. A
So
2v3.
Darkin can't wall walk, and that's the kill for Mofish.
Yep.
Or I'm sorry, on Mofish. Yeah, so I was gonna say that Darkin can't actually. So when King takes damage, he can go into the wall, but it immediately cancels the remainder of the animation. So I think it's like half a second or a second he's allowed to actually go through and finish his wall walk.
Yep.
But because he was taking damage from PvP, he couldn't actually get out. So he basically overextended, died for it, and then towards the bot side, Clay's I think landed the death sentence, and Harp was able to continue the slow. Levi was there, so it basically just ended in Mofish dying.
BKP coming over, and they're gonna get Darkin again, and this is probably gonna be BKP taking the blue buff. Darkin having a rough go of it right now.
BKP's just looking really clean here on the Casio.
Yeah.
This is why I have an issue with the Galio pick. I don't think it's enough lane push and sustain in lane for him to push against the Casio, because once she shoves lane, she's gonna roam. She doesn't need to buy boots. She gets the movement speed. She's gonna roam regardless. So I don't think Galio was the right pick. Kane's not bad. I just don't think Kane has a lot of good early game stats that make him top tier jungler. I don't think Kane's a bad champion though, by any means. I still think he should be Assassin Kane moving forward. I don't know if he's transformed yet. I don't think so.
Yeah, at this point in time, because here's the thing, Kane isn't going to be able to burn that Olaf down depending on what Olaf builds. Set's going to be tanky in his own right. Thresh is not a priority target. If I'm Kane at this point, I'm saying, okay, my whole goal is to kill BKP. That is it. That man is my sole target. If Darkin goes in 10 times and dies 10 times, as long as he's killing BKP 10 times, I will call that a worthwhile move. But he's got to be able to, assassinate one of those squishies, because most of the damage output's going to be from Harp and BKP.
Yeah, and I want to take a look at the tier. BKP already almost at 200 stacks on the tier at 10 minutes. Not even, and he's got the blue buff, so he's just going to be able to perma stack his tier as long as that blue buff is up. And there's nothing really stopping him from just going after Noon, or Noon really going to force the engagement.
Yep, gonna go on in.
BKP is caught up, but has to use the flash. He doesn't have the ultimate up, so a little over aggressive for him not having the ultimate. He'll have to recall, but I don't think Galley can actually shove this wave in too quick. So he's only going to probably lose maybe that one wave of CS. So not too much of a loss, and he's still going to be up on the Galio.
Yeah, he should still be up. It depends if he can. He needs to be spamming that Q, but Olaf is right there. Not going to let the wave go to waste. Going to go ahead and soak that up. Darkin, without having that second blue buff, starting to fall behind a little bit in experience. He's a level down to his counterpart in the jungle. Who is beautiful flay, but might not be enough as still going in. Clay's
was able to actually lock down Honor. Honor has the flash, and Mofish again is
gonna go back in. Diversity starting to step up here to let. Can he pick one up? Can he pick two up? There's one.
My lord, what is this?
Oh, Diversity with a second double kill. I tell you what, ladies, if you are a Nunu Child, if you're a Nunu Child fan, you are putting your hopes on this man's shoulders. Oh, as Nunu Child himself gets caught out. Ragnarok popped by the Olaf. Yep, all he can do is just say goodbye.
Yeah, we missed that, but I think we got the idea. Probably got caught out a little bit. Set didn't have to use the ultimate.
Nope, he went down to ward. Go ahead, you were doing a replay as Olaf takes Scuttle Crab. You doing a replay or watching that fight again down bot?
I was watching that fight. I want to watch the Kaiser do a little fancy footwork there in the bot lane.
I tell you, I gotta give credit. Mofish, even though he only had like 200 HP, said, "Hey, I got Kaisen, man."
So it's good that Kaiser's getting the kills, but now we're running into the issue of look how useless Darkin is right now. Darkin actually doesn't know what to do because he can't do anything. He's sitting about a level and a half behind Olaf.
Clay is getting a pick out on Galio. Continue on as BKP starts to fight this. Galio is caught out. Mofish is caught out. Goodbye, Galio. Mofish most likely down. Maokai coming down just to throw a Q. Flash is being burnt. Oh, can he get away? Can he get away? So...
And that's a dead Mofish.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. A lot of ults burnt, though. And
So,
surely they're not
here's the
gonna.
issue. Here's the issue with Kane. Kane can't do anything because anything that Kane's gonna do, or I guess Darken, Olaf's gonna do better. Anything that Kane tries to do, there's nothing stopping Olaf from just killing Kane. Yeah, Kane can ult and prolong his death, but it's he's actually useless. It's actually hard to watch because he can't do anything right now because he can't transform because he's not fighting team fights, which allows him to transform. So they're gonna drop the Rift Herald mid. A lot of gold going actually only over to the Olaf and Cassio, which is perfect. None of that went over to Clay's, which is just optimal gold transfer. But going back to Darkin, just is useless. He can't actually do anything, and that's why the Kane pick isn't necessarily bad. It's just now it's bad. Now we're seeing why the Kane pick is ending up being bad. And yeah, Diversity's getting the kills, but he's actually going to get enchanted arrowed here.
Yeah.
Thresh with the hook and the flay. That's a dead Diversity. Harp going to get the 400 gold shutdown. So what looked like...
And that's probably going to be Cloud Soul going over, or Cloud Soul. That's going to be Cloud Drake going over to blue side as well.
There's no way they can stop this PKP. He can teleport anytime he wants and vices, so they have to give up this dragon. So it's 2 dragons up now, with it being Ocean Soul. And man, Ocean Soul on side of blue, on someone like BKP or even Harp, it's going to make it really hard to kill.
Yeah, especially on that Olaf as well. Can you imagine an Olaf who already has insane lifesteal as it is? Now he's going to be getting an Ocean Soul potentially. Ooh, buddy, I don't want to fight that. I'm glad I'm casting the game, not in the game.
Yeah, so this is where Darkin really needs to get his blue king going, and he needs to start ganking. It doesn't matter if he kills anyone. He just needs to gank because... Has he transformed? Okay, he has transformed. Wait, has he? I don't think he's transformed yet.
No, he hasn't. He hasn't transformed yet.
So he just needs to gank. Anyone who's ranged, just go mid, do damage on the BKP, leave, which is okay if you don't kill him because you need to get the transformation going. And I don't think he's actually close to transforming at all. So for this, you don't know when King attacks ranged champions, he gets blue King. When he attacks melee champions, he gets red King, and it stacks in a progression bar that you can't see. So the more attack damage, or I'm sorry, melee champions he attacks, the more likely he is red Cane on an initial transformation. Ranged obviously blue. He can wait a certain amount of minutes, and I think it's at 15 minutes, might be longer, and he can automatically transform into whatever. So he's on a timer for, and then not anymore. But it sucks because now you have to wait. You're kind of useless actually. And if Nunu Child actually building games is kind of rough because now he can't actually have a freeze lane, and Vice is actually has a frozen on his side. So I'm just gonna jump up there. Good lane mechanics by Vices, just kind of holding it back there. And now that Nunu has Bammies, he can never freeze the lane because he's gonna be doing AOE damage to every minion he's not.
Right, so I gotta say here, I see 2 sins kind of coming out. BKP gonna get caught out. Can Diversity burn him down? No, he cannot, but Leona will. He's able to 2v1. Vices, come on.
Why would you teleport lane there?
And Galio gonna get caught here. Clays, I tell you what, he must love to fish because he is landing hooks everywhere on this team. Kane flashing in, trying to do something. Close
that sense. So Clay's played that perfect. So when no one got caught out, his first instinct was to use the dash that he has, which pushes Galio backwards and then forwards even further. But Clay's, when he landed the hook and the flay, positioned himself in front of Honor on his backside, so he couldn't dash away. So Galio actually was able to go nowhere, and they were just able to secure a free kill. Really well played by Clay's. The dog is now coming over to give me emotional support as we watch the showstopper. Drop down on the Nunu Chow, and
that's gonna be Ragnarok. Nothing gonna be done though. I tell you, yeah, this. So I was talking about the sins earlier. Set is rushing a Black Cleaver instead of the Triforce, and then Olaf looks like it's gonna go Black Cleaver as well. Here's my thing. Olaf, it makes a little bit of sense on, because his attack speed adds up and makes sense. Set, I do not like the Black Cleaver rush. Yes, I understand Maokai's going to be tanky. Yes, I understand they have Leona and Galio as is that BKP is once again getting caught out, and this time Diversity will pick it up. Bot lane for Red Side is what's holding this team up. All 6 kills for Red Side are down in that bot lane. Diversity holding 5 of them. About me a minute to catch my breath here on this one, buddy. But no, as I was saying, I'm not a fan of the Black Cleaver Rush on the set. I really wish he'd have gone Triforce. It would be, I think, it'd be more helpful in dealing with the opponents he has to deal with here. Maybe he knows something I don't. That's why he's probably in plat, and I'm sitting down in my silver. But I'm just not a fan of that rush. I know there are a few other people who are probably scratching their head at that as well. Let me see here. Outside of that, no one else, no other items really coming into play that, although it looks like no honor getting caught out. Once again, this Galio doing a little bit of damage onto Heart, but not enough. And that's going to set up Blue Side well for this first Ocean Drake. They only need 2 more, and soon just be 1 more. They're going to be on Soul Point.
Alright, I'm back. Had to pet my dog. So they're just going to shred this dragon down.
Yeah, and Visus is actually taking the Rift Herald up top. Maokai trying to stop him,
So
but...
So Diversity that already has the Ginsu's picked up and the Merman. So hitting kind of that 2-item power spike that gets her really into the game. I think she's just gonna opt for, should be Runans. Might be, I think, the 3rd last item.
Yeah, she's gonna need to do as much damage as possible here.
Boy, look at this fun fight.
Top side, they're trading blows back and forth. All that work that Nunu Child did though, and Visus does it all with just that W. So very overpowered.
I think I heard you talk about Visus built Black Cleaver. It's just bad. It's actually really bad on the set, and he should have built Triforce. There's a bit more damage.
Beautiful here. Good arrow by Harp. Diversity, though, just melting through this team comp, and now Olaf is down here. Leona has no ult, and there's no way to peel. Oh, boy.
I know Ireland's going to teleport. He's going to miss the taunt. And Olaf has what almost looked like Ghost, just sprinting away, and Visus tries to do the Rift. And he's going to do the showstopper on the Dark. Landed by the Cassio, and now Nunuchal has to run away, but that's a 10 conquer stack Cassio. Look for blood. Look at like a shark.
Oof.
Use the twin fangs.
Now, I don't think they'll be able to get this Rift. Yep, it's going to expire before Baron comes up, so good job there. They at least delayed it from the red side, and at this point in time, we're at the 20-minute marker. Blue side, 6,000 gold ahead. 6,500, gold ahead of red. And the only champion who's realistically holding his own is Diversity on that Kaisa. Now, at this point, if I'm Galio and Maokai, you're going full tank, boys. Don't even try. Don't think about any Aroas. Don't think about anything. You're going full tank, tank, and more tank, and just help Leona peel for that Kaisa while Kane's dancing around the enemy team. That is your win condition. Is that Kaisa right now? It's the only hope I still have for red.
Has Kane transformed yet?
No, he's still on transform.
Oh my god, dude, he's taking. Okay. I don't want to bash Darkin because I don't think Darkin's a bad game player. But in a game, you want Kane to be transformed by like the 15 minutes, right? I mean, really, Kane's a good early game jungler at ganking, wave clear, everything, right? Kane can do really good. He relies on his transformation based on team fights. When you have 0 kills, 0 assists game, you've efficiently put yourself into a bind. And I don't think he can actually dig out of this hole anytime soon. It's almost a 7,000 gold lead on the side of blue. They're just taking towers, and I'm concerned for red. I'm truthfully really concerned for red right now. They threaten Ocean Soul here in 2 minutes, and I don't think that they can stop it. I don't think they can actually stop it. I don't think they have the damage. Galley doesn't have damage. Kane doesn't have damage. The damage comes from Kai'Sa. It's just not enough.
Yeah, especially with Olaf going, he has Warrior Cleaver, Ninja Tabby, so he'll be able to survive that initial burst for a while, plus the Spectre's Cowl. Olaf is the only one who I think can get back there, or unless Set can grab hold of Maokai or Galio and throw him into diversity here. But that's your win condition at this point.
I
Red
think,
side are completely
yeah,
banking
I
on one
think into
champion.
this Olaf jungle, it would have been better for them to, I think, grab Trundle. Because they still would be doing some sort of magic damage in the fights. You can steal some of the stats that
Oh well,
Olaf's going to have.
diversity
But
getting
Clay's,
caught out. Clay is being very aggressive. How everyone is getting on there, but Levi just running down diversity. This fight not looking too good.
no, Dark is just going to die here. He's going to get
Yeah.
on the Levi most likely.
Yeah,
But
Levi
there's
will
the
go down.
haymaker.
Oh boy, yeah. Galio still in that fight somehow. Leona looks like a meal down here. A 5-4-1, and that's all Clay's. I have to give credit to that Thresh right now, flashing over a wall, flaying the Kaisa, and pulling him back. No jungler here,
Oh.
doesn't matter. Still gonna go for Baron. A 23-minute Baron here for Blue side. They already have an 8,000 gold lead over Red. Clay's might want to be careful though, bud.
So they should slow DPS here. Make sure that Levi gets the Baron buff. They can force a recall really quick here, and then what they can do is they can actually make it back to Dragon Soul and get it. So it's there's no issue for this. They're not even gonna lose Dragon. Maokai or Noon Shadow does have teleport, but he's going top lane. So I think this is I think the game's over. Once they get Ocean Soul, I don't think there's really a way Red can climb back. Darkin's just too far behind. He went Red Cane. He didn't need to go Red Cane. He really needed to go Blue. They have 3 tanks basically on the side of Red.
Oh, and Darkin's gonna get caught out here. Yeah,
He can't
it's
actually do that wall when he's taking damage like that. BKP with the 2-man ultimate.
yeah.
Not enough though. He's gonna try and grab this blue buff.
The
and
fact that BKP just flashed out there, basically 1v2 for all he knew 1v4 at that point. No fear on this Cassiopeia whatsoever.
No one's gonna kill him because he has the Archangel shield. He has the stopwatch to prolong the fight.
And that
So if he
and that
can add
Leandry's
light-
gonna burn through anyone that gets in his way. They have 5-man here against 3. Nunu Child just had to recall.
What? Why did he proto belt? I think they're just trolling.
I'm not really sure at this point. Darken back up. This is it, boys. This is going to be your last chance to get this going. Oh, Galio going in here. They're fighting under tower. This is what you have to. You need that extra damage. Visus
why are
is
they
just...
focusing Leona. I'm not really sure, but I don't think it really matters.
No.
They're focusing Mofish during that fight, and I thought that was really odd. But that's a 2 for none trade going to side of blue. Red has to heal up, and what is going on?
Olaf
it's an
is... Yep, that's going to be an FF right there. Olaf just running to the fountain to get a drink. I'm not really sure.
Yeah, really trying to get the BS thing back. Really clean game by the side of blue. I guess whatever their name is, Virgin Rocks, Virginia Rocks, whatever. I don't even know if I have the team right names right in this.
I was going to
But
say
really
that...
good, really cool game from them.
An interesting... Man, it's hard to really pick anything apart. I still don't like the Set and Olaf Black Cleaver Rush, personally speaking, but, you know, they proved me wrong. They made it work. And
I don't think it really mattered at that point because the team comps weren't even. They basically Darkin basically wasn't. He didn't exist that whole game. He had 1 kill, and it was mostly because Harp was already dying.
Yep.
Minu Child was also non-existent. I don't know what No Under plays, but Galio was just not efficient. And then you have Diversity, who just obviously had the damage, but when the rest of your team can't do anything, you're just gonna fall apart. So.
yeah, it's essentially it was diversity versus the world at a certain point in time. I mean, he had
That's the last game.
yeah, it was best of 3 there. So I mean, GG to both teams. It's just a scrim, so they're probably trying some new things out here, getting some new things on the table. Hard to say, but there's I mean, it's preseason, right? This is the time where if you're gonna lose, try shit out, troll. This is when you do it. So kudos to both teams. Thanks for letting me cast on this one. I know I kind of hopped in literally last minute. Um, I mean, I gotta tell you, man, an interesting showing is what I'll go with.
Yeah,
Um,
look, interesting picks on both sides. We got to see a little diversity, with the Wukong and the Kennen, and then a little bit of the Vars, Vigar, and then this game we got to see what I thought might have been Jinx, but it was really Ashe, and then obviously we saw Darkin's Kane, the Kai'Sa pick up